Association president considers quitting. And then around the globe, regional education ministers want total waiver of fees for CXE reviews. The details of these and other stories after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening to our viewers and listeners on K105. This is GBN News at 7. The Grenada National Stadium is making headlines in Trinidad and Tobago. That country's present finance minister has won a case for a second time against a subcontractor with whom he has been in court for nearly 20 years. Josan McKee-Smith reports.
The Trinidad and Tobago Finance Minister, Colum Imbert, emerged victorious in his almost 2-decade-long multi-million-dollar legal battle with contractor Emile Elias. The Privy Council has ruled that Imbert's company, National Stadium Grenada Corporation NS, was entitled to over $55 million that was left over from their construction of Grenada's National Stadium. Elias's company, NH International Caribbean Limited, NHIC, had claimed the money. According to the evidence in the case, in 1997, Imbert's other company, Imbert's Construction Services Limited, ICSL, entered into an agreement with the Grenadian government over the project. Under the agreement, ICSL set up NSC, or National Stadium Corporation, as a subsidiary, and it agreed to arrange financing for the project and to lease the stadium to the Grenadian government. Transfer of the stadium eventually occurred in 2004, after the government cleared its debt to NS under the terms of the contract. NS and ICSL, Grenadian subsidiary, subcontracted work to NHIC, which is owned by Elias. However, Imbert's National Stadium Corporation cancelled the contract before the project was completed. The NHIC claimed that it was owed approximately 7 million EC dollars for work it had performed. It got an order from the court freezing the National Stadium Corporation account which held the funds, which were advanced for the project. Elias's NHIC brought separate arbitration proceedings against the companies and won. In 2011, then High Court Judge Peter Rajkumat ruled that NHIC was entitled to the money that was held in escrow in an interest-bearing account in Clico Investment Bank and then the Unit Trust Corporation, UTC. Imbert's companies appealed and won their case before the Court of Appeal in 2011. That was 7 years later. GBN spoke with a Trinidadian attorney today who said that this week's Privy Council ruling now brings closure to the battle, which went on for close to 20 years. However, he pointed out that apart from the Grenada National Stadium debacle, Imbert and Elias have had other running battles over the years. Josan McKee-Smith, GBN News.
Concerns continue to mount as environmentalists fear that the Venezuelan-flagged vessel Navarima in the Gulf of Paria risks creating an environmental disaster in the Caribbean Sea. In an exclusive interview with the president of one group on Wednesday, GBN was told that urgent action is needed by Caribbean leaders in an attempt to prevent a disaster. Terian Blackman-Stephen has more.
President of the Trinidad and Tobago Fishermen and Friends of the Sea organization, Gary Aboud, is appealing to Caribbean leaders to urgently address what he sees as a disaster of immense proportion waiting to happen.
It would devastate our Caribbean tourism product. It would affect our worldwide reputation of the Caribbean Sea. It would affect our coastal communities who depend on the sea for clean fish and for fish. It would affect our fish consumers. We all catch and consume fish. The hydrocarbon contamination is not a small matter. It would affect our migratory species. We have 5 of the 7 worldwide marine turtles living right here in our region. It would affect tens of millions of microorganisms and species, our coral reefs with all of its biodiversity. And this is not, these are the lifeblood of our region.
In an exclusive interview with GBN, Aboud said his organization's fear is that if the ship capsizes, some 1.4 million barrels of oil will wash into the Caribbean Sea.
Responsible stewardship that we expect from our Caribbean leaders, and it's not what we would expect from our Commonwealth or from our regional leaders. We must either stand together as one or perish together as fools. So our position is to call on the Right Honourable Prime Ministers of all of our honourable islands and put together the best, most progressive, most defensive, most proactive, most unified thoughts on how to get together, not just once a year in a conference, but actually to function as one Caribbean Union. We face common threats and we must be able to have common voices at the United Nations. We are facing the consequences of global warming, but we didn't cause the global warming, yet we pay the consequence. Now we are facing the consequences of oil spills, but we didn't cause the oil spills. It could destroy our Grenadian tourism product, destroy our beautiful Caribbean Sea reputation, our Gulf of Paria, our migratory species, and yet we didn't cause it.
Aboud said the potential impact of such spill will have lasting implications for not just marine life, but the health of the people of the region.
Our nature is our wealth and our health, and these are priceless assets that cannot be replaced. So we should be foolhardy. We are irresponsible and careless to allow anyone to endanger our wealth, our human capital, our health, our fishery capital and health, our marine ecosystems and coral reefs and tourism products and health. These are not small issues. Any leader turns his back is not worthy of his office.
Aboud said that the issue must be tackled by Caribbean leaders collaborating in the interest of the Caribbean people.
We are calling on the head of CARICOM to convene an emergency meeting so that it would ensure that there is a sharing of information at a time of emergency or at a time of common threat.
Cherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
It was a welcome fit for a king. Anderson Peters, current world javelin champion, was recognized at his alma mater on his birthday, Wednesday, October 21st. Christina John has more in this report.
Anderson Peters' coach, Paul Phillip, led the way as students lined up outside the St. David's Catholic Church Wednesday morning. Addressing the audience, Peters spoke of his journey to greatness, which wasn't easy, but he persevered.
And being able to call myself a past student from the St. David's Catholic Secondary School means a lot to me. And to have the kids here, the teachers here, teachers who taught me from Form 1 to Form 5, even in my second year, I'm really grateful to be given the opportunity to receive this wonderful ceremony. Becoming the world champion has been a long journey. This journey was started since my Carifta days. Fortunately, my first world championship, I didn't do so good. I finished 20th out of the 30 guys, so I was 10 before last. But on my second attempt at the world championship, I was able to become the world champion. I think that means a lot for me.
Bringing home Grenada's second gold medal, he says, meant a lot not only to him, but the entire country. General Secretary of the Grenada Olympic Committee, Vida Bruno Victor, reminds students that it only takes a spark to get a fire going. And sports cannot stand on its own, but goes hand in hand with academics.
To say to you that those of us who have come from humble beginnings know what it takes to achieve something. Anderson did say to you that you can do it in any area that you choose. If that Anderson's achievement must be a strong motivation for all of you. And to say, and it will say to you, that I too can do well. I too can do something similar.
his journey to realizing his dream was remembered.
That losing makes you a loser and losers don't ever win, because due to his focus and commitment and dedication to his passion, he was able to use his failures to win. And oh, did he win. You see, when he won gold in Carifta, not once, not twice, but for 5 consecutive years, from 2012 to 2016, while establishing 2 records along the way in the under 17 and under 20 categories, you should ask him. Ask him how many times he failed. Ask him how many pops and bloggers and shouts of frustration he got from Coach Philip, because there were days when he just couldn't get it right.
Everyone who has ever impacted his journey, this success right here is because of you. Let's be reminded that in the eyes of the tiger lies the story of his journey of becoming the ultimate hunter, and in this case, the ultimate javelin thrower. Let's be reminded that before there was this Anderson Peters, there was a boy with a dream, who decided that he wanted it to be his reality.
Peters is also a multiple-time Carifta Game champion at the discipline, and in 2016 earned a bronze medal at the 2016 IAAF Championship in Poland, setting a new Grenadian national record and OECS record at the same time. Christelina John, GBN.
Now, information surrounding the shooting of an unidentified male in Fontenoy, St. George this morning remains sketchy. Police confirmed that an investigation has commenced into a police-involved shooting that left a male in his 20s nursing a single gunshot wound during a police operation. Answers to questions about the nature of the police operation, the extent of the victim's injury, and what led to the incident remain unanswered. The Royal Grenada Police Force says it is committed to upholding an impartial and transparent investigation into this incident. GBN will continue to follow this story. Meanwhile, officers of the Criminal Investigation Department have charged 35-year-old Pedmata St. David resident Ron Simeon for the death of his brother Von Francis, 48 years old, a landscaper of the said address. Simeon is charged with the offense of non-capital murder and will make his first court appearance at the St. David's Magistrates Court on Friday, 23 October 2020. Francis's body was discovered during the morning of October 18, 2020, lying unresponsive at their home. In more news, the Royal Grenada Police Force is cautioning members of the general public against circulating pornographic videos and images via various social media platforms. The RGPF advises all individuals who are involved in distributing these videos and images that they are violating the Electronic Crimes Act and may be prosecuted for same. The maximum fine for breaches under this act carries a fine of $250,000 or a maximum term of imprisonment of 3 years or both. Members of the public are warned to desist from such practices, as failure to do so can have dire consequences to the parties involved. We take a break, but still ahead, Education Minister says ongoing CXC issues may have serious implications for students sitting CSEC exams in 2021. We'll be right back.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
237. If you want to check the Grand Lac balance on your phone or report a faulty line near your home, if there is an emergency, take out your phone. These are 3 numbers that you should know. 237. Call me anytime. I'm always on the line. 237. Just call me anytime. I'm always on the line. 237. Showtime shopping courts. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shopping courts. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Courts got it.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Introducing the new Digicel Prime Bundle. It's simply more bundled together. 54 gigs for 7 days for only $25. More data, more fun. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. On Tuesday, the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, presented some of the findings of the draft report of an independent review team set up to review the administration of CSEC and CAPE exams. The committee was set up following extensive outcry across the region about results from the exams administered in July and August. Grenada's education minister is hopeful that the latest development means an end to the issue is in sight for the sake of the students scheduled to sit the exams in 2021.
Minister of Education Emmeline Pear is concerned that there can be implications for students sitting CSEC exams in 2021 if the current situation involving CXC, educators and candidates across the region goes on for too long. The Caribbean Examinations Council has spent the last few weeks listening and attending to concerns raised by some candidates about deficiencies in the council's overall system after thousands across the region called on CXC to conduct a review of the examination and its grading system. Minister Pierce says while officials across the Caribbean are happy with the formation of an independent review team, she believes if the matter is not resolved soon, next year's candidates may be on the short end of the stick.
Now, CXC, because they've identified from the independent report a number of problems with SBAs. So it's not just about submitting SBAs. It is about ensuring that teachers really fully understand, right? And so CXC would like to spend some time supporting and assisting teachers of the region in that process. Now, I am a bit worried that if this goes on for too long, we're not going to put as much emphasis as we need to place now into the preparation of the batch for next year.
On Tuesday, CXC's registrar, Dr. Wayne Wesley, announced a 50% reduction in examination review fees, which is customarily US $30 per review, bringing it down to US $15 per review. However, regional ministers of education have requested a complete waiver of the fees. Minister Pierce says the question then will be, who will bear the cost if there is a complete waiver?
The cost of remarking every person's paper, checking over every person's SBA, common sense tells me that that is going to be very high regionally. And the question is CXC able to do this? And even if you say locally, right, because you can jump, I've seen some countries say, we're going to pay for it. And then I listen to the ministers in the meeting, you know, I don't know how we're going to pay for it. This difficult times, COVID, we already struggling. I mean, we said this, but we just don't know how we're going to do it. No. So it's a difficult conversation with regards to waiver. And that is why I'm happy it's been reduced to 50%, far more manageable. We are encouraging our students to proceed, but we also say another day, you can wait to see if it's totally removed.
The minister added that efforts to assist students with their queries and reviews continue, and so far, 3 students have made requests for a complete review of their grades. Blossom Alexis Welsh, GBN News.
Improving patient care and upgrading the facility at the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital were 2 intentions highlighted by Minister with responsibility for hospital services, Delma Thomas, during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing.
Mungay Mental Hospital is dear and near to my heart. I have been there many times before becoming minister, and even becoming minister, I have been there, and I understand that and see for my own self that there are a number of issues with patient care, issue with the whole facility. And so in terms of improvement of the facility, we will be looking at that in terms of having discussion with the doctors and see how we can better care for our persons with mental illness.
The minister says the patients living full-time at the facility can be reintegrated into their homes and communities if proper care and attention is given. She believes with administering proper education and awareness surrounding discrimination, this can be achieved.
We have scores of people there who have families outside there, but they are there in Mungay living permanently. So we want to ensure that families understand that mental illness is an illness as any other illness. If they take the medication and you provide love and care, they can be out with you for a long period. We have to teach our families and educate them that mental illness is not a means to throw away your relatives. It's a means that you can care for them, you can love them, you can ensure that they take the medication. And sometimes it's not that easy. So we can sit in a corner and say, well, take your medication. But sometimes it's not easy if you're not there to slip it in their tea, and sometimes they believe that nothing happened to them. And so, but the love and care that you provide as family members must be crucial. You can't just take your families and just like dump them in Monge and never show your face again. That is unacceptable. It's inhuman. It's everything you could think about. So we want to provide the proper education to our people.
The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission is on a drive to have all renewable self-generators in compliance with law by next week Friday. As guided by the Electricity Act 2016, anyone who uses replenishable resources to generate electricity, such as solar and wind energy, must apply for a self-generator permit. Acting CEO of the PURC, Dr. George Matthew, appeared on Good Morning Grenada on Tuesday.
A renewable self-generator is someone who harness the renewable resources. So you can use solar, you can use the wind, you can use biomass, you can use any of it, hydro, any replenishable resource that allow you to generate electricity. That's renewable resources. And the way in which the world is heading right now, sustainability, renewables are a very sustainable form of electricity generation. So it will be useful for persons to actually use renewables as their generation source. We already have some levels of renewables within the system in Grenada. There are a lot of self-generators, and we're fully aware of that. But we also want to ensure that persons who are interested in this can come on board also.
Regulatory accountant Jenna Jacob advises that permit application and registration forms can be found at the PURC's website and in main office.
For the persons who are generating electricity for their own use, we're asking them to come to us or visit our website to collect a registration form, because even though you're not giving your generations to GBN, you have to register under the book. And this registration cost would be $50 plus tax. The forms are available on our website, www.purc.gd. There's also persons who may want to be interconnected, who is generating for themselves and may want to be interconnected, given the fact that with the law, the metering system would now change from net billing to net metering, and they might want to get into that. So they would have to get the form on the website as well, and they would be charged $150 plus tax. For persons who are already interconnected with GBN, they would come to us again, and they would only have to pay to get the permit, because the law requires that once you're connected to GBN, generating and selling to GBN, you have to get a permit.
It's time to take a look at another interesting submission of GBN ISAW.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. Rechanging the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
In tonight's ISAW, we feature the undying tradition of bamboo bursting. Children are pictured participating in the noisy tradition in Subi St. Andrew. Bamboo is cut to serve as a cannon with one end left closed. A hole is made on top of the bamboo and kerosene is poured inside. Then it is lit. The resulting explosion sounds like a small cannon. You can send us your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms, including WhatsApp on 405-3052. We take a break, but still ahead, the OECS rolls out a project to strengthen ocean governance in Grenada and other member states. Stay with us.
Rubis is giving you more ways to win because you deserve it. Spend $50 or more in Ultratech fuel or purchase a Rubigas refill at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 5 amazing grand prizes worth $2,500, including Ultratech fuel, cash, groceries, bill payment vouchers, and home furnishings. Each grand prize winner gets to donate $500 to charity too. Plus, win exciting weekly prizes, including electronics. Make sure you're in with a chance to win. Win with Rubis. You deserve it.
The Franklins are returning from their dream vacation, but they soon discover that their world has changed.
They want to test Papa for COVID-19. Why they don't test all them damn people that are flying on the plane with the woman they call in Patient Zero?
Heritage Theatre presents Patient Zero, a full-length play written by Chris DeRiggs, directed by Neela Etienne. Patient Zero, a story about a family and a nation under the grips of COVID-19.
Madness! Pure madness!
He got the whole world in his hands. We got the whole world in his hands.
I mean, your father has just been carried away on a stretcher, and all you can say is you're locked up and you're frustrated?
What do you want me to say? I'm locked up and frustrated.
Patient Zero at the Grenada Trade Center.
They ain't even allowing 2 Dashing to come from St. Vincent. All they're talking about is curfew, curfew, curfew.
Social distancing and other safety protocols will be in place.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
They say sometimes less is more, but at Real Value IGA Supermarket, we believe more is more. And since we are all about more, we want to buy more from farmers like you so we can sell more to our customers. If you have a farmer's ID and fresh produce to sell, Real Value IGA wants to buy.
For more information, contact Real Value IGA on WhatsApp at 405-4405 or give them a call at 439-2121.
Bruv. Hello? I can't see you. What's good? But I can't even hear you. Yo. Hello? Hello? Ah.
Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah. There you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high-quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to News at 7. Seeking stakeholder engagement towards a blue economy. The OECS is in the process of formulating a Coastal and Marine Spatial Plan, CMSP. A virtual press conference dubbed Blue Economy, Champions for Our Blue Growth Future, was convened on Wednesday. GBN's Christina John has the details.
The Caribbean Regional Oceanscape Project, CROP, is being implemented in 5 member states, namely Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. CROP is in preparation mode for a fresh round of CMS consultations with key stakeholders in these 5 member states. The project seeks to strengthen ocean governance as well as coastal and marine spatial planning in these 5 member states and develop a regional marine spatial planning framework for the wider OECS region. A key component of CROP is coastal and marine spatial planning. Today's virtual press conference sets the tone for stakeholder engagements. Susanna Scott, project manager of CROP, explained their approach to the economic impact of COVID in their planning for the blue economy.
The entire approach has really looked at developing a enabling environment. David spoke to it in his earlier presentation where he spoke of ECROP, the ocean project, ocean policy, as almost the guiding document as to our approach towards a blue economy. So from that ECROP, that policy directive, etc., really continuing to lay the foundation in the development of national ocean policy that was supportive of this regional.
David Robin, Ocean Governance and Fisheries, supports Scott's explanation, adding the steps taken.
You have tantamount of practice, one of those frameworks that integrate land. Then in dealing with the marine spatial planning, we also have moved to integrate that part of our underpinning mechanism.
Scott explained the way forward.
We're in the process of finalizing preliminary draft coastal and marine spatial plans, and these will be taken to stakeholders later this month and next month in a third round of consultation. So the first and second round of consultation really looked at bringing the information, the needed information together to design these coastal and marine spatial. And now that we have these preliminary, they will be taken again into stakeholders to be able to give further input and to refine the project.
Following the third round of consultation, regional validation meetings will be held to ascertain the outcome of the third round of consultations. The Caribbean Regional Oceanscape Project, or CROP, commenced its operation in October 2017 and will conclude on December 31st, 2021. The blue economy is a way of ensuring coastal and marine resources are used in a sustainable way whilst adding to the local economy. It includes everything sea-related, from fisheries to offshore wind energy, and is particularly relevant to small island developing states where the landmass is relatively small, but ocean space is vast. CROP is a project of the OECS funded by the Global Environment Facility through the World Bank. Christina John, GBN News.
CC for Fish Captain's Training Course has concluded in Carriacou. The 10th training course ended with the graduation and closing ceremony for 50 fisher folk. This forms part of the CC for Fish project, which aims to train over 300 fishermen in the 7 fishing districts on the island. More in this report.
Very, very good. And we're learning a lot, and there's a lot of things that I didn't know about, and I learned plenty of picking up a lot of things that I didn't know. I feel good as you guys come and do this thing for us, man. We're going to benefit a lot from it.
Yes.
I tell myself we're going to benefit a lot from it with fishermen from it, especially captaincy.
Yeah.
President of the Carriacou Fisher Folks, I want to say a special thank you for bringing the program. It has really made a difference. My impression was 2 thumbs up.
Fishers who were part of the training program, Minister for Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs, Kindra Matrin Stewart, calls for diversity in gender in the fishing industry. The just concluded course on the Sister Isle saw no female participants. Stewart tasked the new fisheries minister, Yolande Bain Hosford, to step up to the plate and create avenues for inclusion.
Oftentimes we think that fishing and captaincy it's a male thing to do. But as we grow, as we develop, we see that women, young women, are also stepping up into these non-traditional roles and responsibilities. And so I want to lead the charge here this afternoon, and I want to place it squarely within the Ministry of Cooperatives and Fisheries, my dear colleague, Minister Horsford, so that we can see what else and what more we can do to encourage women in this profession.
Stewart recognized the contribution fisherfolk make in sustaining their families and toward the country's economy. Present for the ceremony was Minister for Fisheries Yolande Bain Horsford, who encouraged the fishermen to adopt best practices from what they were taught. ASP Edwards of the Grenada Coast Guard rates the Sea Captains program. He encouraged participants to share the knowledge gained on safety at sea.
Go forward. Yeah, I want to say that I'm here and I'm open that for better communication with the Coast Guard support, and hope that we will see less problems at sea. Just hope that this training will put at ease on us a bit, but we are committed to continue working with you all.
Participants of the 2-week program were presented their certificates of completion, a captain's permit, and each a VHF radio with GPS, a flash drive with their training material, and a captain's hat. Pity Martinique is next in the lineup for training. Conclusion of the course is scheduled for November. Christina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. Your local weather and sports are up next.
At Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a Communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal. Join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made.
Hills and Valley Med-Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med-Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med-Care Center today, 435-6904.
Ovio.com. Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues,
news, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
We are gradually approaching the final month of the Atlantic hurricane season. Stay with us for a look at the regional forecast with TV6's Sigoni Mohammed.
All right, Disha, let's take a look at what's happening across the islands at this time, because Trinidad and Tobago will be seeing a bit of a change in our atmosphere overnight into tomorrow. So a pleasant change, that is, after we've been going through a lot of hot, sunny days, lots of steamy temperatures coming in as well. But from this evening, we'll start to see an increase in cloudiness, and with it, some quick passing showers taking us just over midnight. And the temperatures are not that bad, looking out for lows at 23 degrees Celsius in Trinidad. Tobago coming in at 26 degrees Celsius, but still quite comfortable for the most part. You'll notice as we go into tomorrow's forecast, though, that things will remain this way, that partly cloudy kind of feel in terms of the atmosphere. But before we jump into what's happening locally, let's take a look at what's going on across the Atlantic. We've got Hurricane Epsilon, and this system is now a Category 3. It's a major hurricane, and it is just racking up as one of the earliest to develop. Where these systems are concerned, record-breaking features happening here. But the good news, because it's out in the northern portion of the Atlantic, and at this point, we're seeing the only island or landmass close by is Bermuda. It's that small little dot in our satellite image this evening. And thankfully, the system will be moving well east of Bermuda, but they'll still be expecting some wind and wave action as the week progresses. Even us here in the Caribbean, because of the large feather bands coming out from this system, we'll see some swell action as well, and that could propagate some northeast to easterly swell action into our region. So marine interests may be looking out for some advisories as the weekend progresses. But it is generally a massive system that we're looking at. Look at that eye that's developed over the last couple of hours, and this system actually went through some rapid intensification within just a few hours' time. What we're noticing as well is that toward the western portion of the Caribbean, we've got a lot of action happening here. Pretty much rain and thunderstorm activity developing over Jamaica, Cuba, all the way into the Bahamas, and even into Florida. So what we'll see as the week progresses is that this entire area into the northwest and western portion of the Caribbean will see a lot of wet weather, while on the eastern side it's relatively dry, and we will be expecting some some wet weather to come into play, as I said, within this evening as it progresses. But then as the days go on, we do have tropical wave activity and the ITCZ coming into play as well. So as we go into tomorrow's forecast now, what you'll notice is that into tomorrow it will be variably cloudy. So we'll get that mixture of sunshine and cloudiness as the day progresses. Look out for that quick passing shower and even the isolated thunderstorm coming into play as well across Trinidad and Tobago, mostly developing into the later afternoon period. Temperatures though are still quite warm. We are expecting highs at 33 degrees Celsius, and it's still going to be a scorcher, believe it or not. And in Tobago coming in at 31 degrees, still quite warm here as well. You want to have the umbrella on hand, especially into the afternoon period. And of course, where we have those heavy downpours, look out for the gusty winds, the possibility of street or flash flooding, and you never know, we may just see a funnel cloud developing. If that happens, well, guess what? We're here on social media. You can find me at Sigoni or find the team at CCN TV6 on all platforms and send us your videos. Let us know what kind of weather you'll be experiencing into tomorrow's forecast.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides low at 1:15 a.m. and high at 7:15 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow 5:58. Weather for Thursday, October 22nd, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight, with few widely scattered showers and the isolated thunder possible. Weather for Friday, October 23rd, generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with few widely scattered to scattered showers and isolated thunder possible. And weather for Saturday, October 24th, generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with few brief showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight, with few widely scattered showers. Good evening, sporting fans. Is the Trinidad Football Association president calling it quits? This and other stories with TV6's James Saunders.
Never a dull day in football. And has Trinidad and Tobago Football Association President William Wallace thrown in the towel? Well, that's in his fight against FIFA. Well, a breaking report published today on sport website Wide 868 suggests that the embattled administrator may be rethinking his decision to take the matter to the Court of Arbitration. Well, this follows questions posed by the court to both lawyers of the TTFA and the FIFA in yesterday's appeal. Wallace was quoted as saying, "Going back to CAS is not even an option. Financially, we have used up all the money." End quote. The fight, nonetheless, certainly seems to be heading to an end, with the judge expected to give a ruling on Friday and the membership expected to have a meeting on Sunday to decide the way forward for local football. All right, ready, aim and fire, as Corporal Thomas Nicholas has hit the target as he was crowned the 2020 Ultimate Precision Masters Handgun Champion. The shooter sealed the deal after bettering 9 others at this weekend's championship. Nicholas, who won the Precision Masters on Sunday, racked up 215 points despite incurring 1 penalty during the competition. The win capped off a season where he was consistent and led from start to finish. Second place went to retired PC Dave Ramlal, who racked up 202 points, 13 less than the champion. He edged PC Matthew Ramirez in third by just 2 points. Retired Major Kelvin Sebastian was fourth. Fifth place went to the only female competitor in the 10-person field. That woman in the picture, acting Corporal Joanna Batiste, held her nerve among the men to record a score of 184, 1 point ahead of Andy Lutchman. This competition has brought the Precision Masters season to a close for 2020, but not for the sport, with the national championships in various shooting disciplines starting this Sunday. The 10-meter smoothbore air rifle will get proceedings going at the range in Chagaramas. Well, there's a brand new contract at Sammy's house as TNT International and NSW Swift's premiership winning shooter Samantha Wallace, well, she has re-signed with the club for the 2021 season. A report from the Suncorp Netball League stated that the two-time club MVP and 2019 Grand Final Best On-Court recipient will continue her development in the tournament. It continued, stating Wallace joined the Swifts in 2017 after making her elite netball debut in the English Super League as one of the most proficient goal shooters in the world game. She became a Swifts Premiership champion in 2019 and brought up her 50th game for the club, and that's during the 2020 Super Netball Hub in Queensland. Congratulations. Well, speaking about congratulations, all aboard, and the 2020 Great Race, well, that's gone. But there's one driver who made an unusual record that has found its way into the Guinness Book of Records. Well, Mr. Solo driver Kenneth Charles has become the oldest professional raceboat driver. Born on August 1st, 1944, he is 75 years old. Well, that record was verified in Trinidad and Tobago on August 17th, 2019. A report on the Trinidad and Tobago Powerboat Association website stated that he has been awarded a lifetime membership from the TTPBA, and that's for his participation and contribution since the association's inception in 1970. Well, Charles has just missed out on one edition of the Great Race, but he has won the coveted crown 18 times. Lots of records. Well, to the League of Champions we go, and Lionel Messi, well, he scored in a joint record 16 Champions League season as Barcelona beat Ferencváros 5-1, and there were also shock wins from Manchester United, who beat PSG 2-1, while Lazio took care of Borussia Dortmund 3-1, while Juventus got the better of Dynamo Kiev 2-0.
And that was TV6 Sports with James Saunders. Up next, we have the program on the Globe. And now for the probe around the globe, Caribbean education ministers have unanimously proposed that the Barbados-based Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, commit to a total waiver of fees for reviews of the CXC 2020 CSEC and CAPE examinations. Details in this report.
Several government education ministries around the region have noted the increase in numbers of students requesting a review for their CSEC and CAPE examinations. This prompted a statement from the Ministry of Education in Trinidad that Education Minister Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolly joined her counterparts from several countries including Jamaica, Barbados, Antigua and Guyana for discussions with Caribbean Examination Council Registrar Dr. Wayne Wesley on Monday, October 19th. According to the press release, discussions were submitted by the independent review team set up by CXC to review the queries of the CSEC 2020 examinations. The issue is the cost per review being US $15 per subject. Sunday, October 18th, Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley shared her thoughts on the CXC debacle that has adversely affected thousands of students throughout the region. Mottley made the announcement that Bajans don't beg during a political meeting. She said her government will foot the bill for the students who need the exams reviewed. Had she not made the offer, parents would be required to pay US $15 for each review.
What has happened to the children of the region is not right. I don't know what the report will say, but I do know this, that many of the children who are asking for a review, their parents cannot afford to pay the price for that review. And Santi, I know that you have asked for a waiver, and we have not heard back an answer. But Bajans don't beg. And therefore, tomorrow, you will tell them that the government of Barbados will pay for the review of all the children who need a review in CXC.
COVID-19 has proven to be an extraordinary year for many sectors, and the student population has been directly affected by the closure of schools changes in the format of exams, and the use of online learning platforms. The Ministry of Education here in St. Lucia released its analysis of the CXC and CAPE examinations on Wednesday, September 23rd. All exams were written under COVID-19 protocols. In the year 2020, 3 times the number of students wrote the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate than the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination. Regionally, 8,497 candidates, that being 3,439 males and 5,058 females, registered for CAPE Unit 1 and Unit 2 examinations this year, while 24,136 candidates, 13,364 females, and 10,772 males sat CSCE in 31 subject areas in 2020. The study also stated that this was an increase of more than 2,500 students compared to 2019. Here in St. Lucia, 34 subjects were written by candidates from 24 secondary schools for both general and technical proficiency levels. This year's average pass mark on the island was 76.34%. Chelsea Austine, NBC Prime.
The police in Guyana have been called in to investigate an act of arson at a building owned by prominent attorney Nigel Hughes. Travis Chase has more in this report.
It's a definite case of arson. Fire officials have confirmed after quick action by firemen saved this building on Middle Street, Georgetown, that houses the Midtown Restaurant, Bar and Hotel. The building is owned by attorney-at-law Nigel Hughes and his wife, former Minister of Telecommunications Kathy Hughes. In an invited comment on Tuesday, Nigel Hughes spoke of the observation made once he was allowed to go inside the building under the supervision of fire officials.
When I got up there, they pointed out to me what they said was their confirmed position that it was an arson attempt. So they pointed out there were 4 separate rooms that are not connected. What had happened was they took the mattresses of each bed in each room, put it up against the wall. They removed the center of the toilet paper roll so that, the cardboard center wouldn't have been there. And they placed incense or some other incendiary device inside of the toilet paper roll and left that lit. That caught the mattress, which then caught the fire, and then the flames went up to the roof, and that happened simultaneously in 4 rooms.
The building, which once housed Sidewalk Cafe, was leased to businessman Larry Singh, who runs the Midtown Restaurant, Bar and Hotel. Singh confirmed that there were no occupants in the building since restrictions were put in place due to the coronavirus. Somebody must have spent time in that building to do all that.
Well, I don't want to speculate, and I don't want to lend to any speculation as to why this event occurred. But what I will share is that all the rooms were locked, and I think if there was a single scientific reason why the fire did not spread rapidly in what was really an old wooden building, was because the rooms were locked and the windows were closed, and so the fire consumed most of the oxygen.
Contacted on Tuesday, Fire Chief Marlon Gentle told Nightly News that the fire department received calls from security guards located in nearby buildings after they saw smoke emanating from the premises. The fire chief confirmed that his department's investigation is focusing on arson as the main cause of the fire. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Further afield, cases of coronavirus are on the rise in 44 states in the U.S. as it averages 57,000 cases per day. And Dr. Fauci said a good vaccine and public health measures can fix this. More in this report.
This morning, staggering loss. The World Health Organization announcing that in the last week alone, 36,000 people have died worldwide due to COVID-19. The CDC now saying that the U.S. saw nearly 300,000 more deaths in the past 10 months than what's usually expected annually, and that patients hospitalized with COVID are 5 times more likely to die than patients hospitalized with the flu. Hospital workers are overwhelmed.
We're human. Our emotions get to us. Sorry. It's just hard to see.
As the virus is on the rise in 44 states and territories, the U.S. is now averaging 57,000 new cases a day. The latest White House Coronavirus Task Force report, obtained by ABC News, shows 31 states in a so-called red zone for cases, up from 26 states the week before. In New Mexico, where hospital beds are filling up, the governor announcing more restrictions. Starting Friday, retail spaces will begin closing by 10 p.m., and state-operated museums and historical sites are set to close until further notice. In Houston, Texas, just one day after in-person classes began, 16 schools closed because of COVID cases. And in Ann Arbor, Michigan, officials there hoping to slow the spread, ordering students at the University of Michigan to stay in place. The health department there saying students make up more than 60% of local cases. In Wisconsin, where case rate, positivity numbers, and hospitalizations are all on the rise, Carmen Lerma is in need of a double lung transplant, left with permanent lung damage after contracting the virus and spending 45 days on a ventilator.
This coronavirus attacked me in every way possible that it could. I'm literally on 100% oxygen, which is even more challenging.
Stay with us for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, Privy Council makes ruling in 20-year-old Grenada Stadium case involving Trinidadian contractors. Environmentalists fear Venezuelan oil tanker carrying millions of barrels of oil can result in marine disaster. And police commit to impartial and transparent investigation after Grand Mall youth is shot by one of their own. In sports, embattled Trinidad and Tobago Football Association president considers quitting. And in around the globe, regional education ministers want a total waiver of fees for CXE reviews. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on our television Facebook page at GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network and YouTube channel for these and the top stories. I'm Beverly Tellisford. That's news. Good night.